Well, do you own a gun? Do you know about concealed carry? Firearms can be intimidating, especially for women. Whether you own one or not, you're invited to a Women in Guns educational program that's happening this Thursday.
Yeah, Jake Trussoni is the head instructor for the Wisconsin Firearms Training, and Eric Schaad is the member of the MBA Women's Council, and they're partnering up to bring you this very unique event. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thanks for having me.
I think it's great. I think it's a really great conversation for people to start having it. And this class is something that's introductory for women, whether or not they own or have considered owning a gun, correct?
Correct. The goal of the class is just to empower folks, to empower women with that information about, you know, what does the law say about owning a gun, about using deadly force, storage methods, if you have children at home and different things like that, so you can safely secure it but yet have it accessible. Just to give folks that information so they can make an informed decision and decide if they want to perform or proceed further down the line with training and obtaining a permit. So a minimal investment on time and money will allow them to get that information and make that.
And I think just the education is fantastic. Erica, I know you don't carry a gun, at least not right now. Why, though, do you think this is a good idea for women, whether they're considering carrying one or not?
Mostly for education. It is a law. We should know what our laws are about, how it pertains to us and to women everywhere. I talk to my friends often, and we really don't know what you need to do to even gain access to be able to carry a firearm. So we decided that it was a good idea to put an educational course out there so that women can get informed and make an educated decision.
I think that's a great point. You know, even if you have no desire or no intention of owning a firearm, of just learning more about what it means to have one, and those who may be carrying one, why and how they've been trained and obtained their gun.
Correct. It's a tremendous responsibility.
Yeah, and just the knowledge is empowering in itself. You know, for people who maybe want some sort of alternative. I even asked you during the break, I'm like, can you own a taser, you know, taser gun? Are there alternatives to owning a firearm?
There are alternatives to a firearm. The most popular one is probably an electronic control device. Most familiar is the taser brand name that we're most familiar with.
Does that injure people? I'm just interested. If you tase someone?
Once the power's off, it's done. The only thing that's left is a small hole from the barb, and usually that'll cauterize itself.
There's a barb on it? Oh, I didn't know that. I picture it, you know, like some cartoon, like zzz from, you know, I didn't even know. There's a barb on it.
There's a barb on it that comes out. There's two probes that come out and create that electrical connection and complete that circuit with that particular brand. So
Eric and I are both gone.
I know. All of our eyes are. So you actually have to make connection with someone with a taser. It's not from a distance.
It's from a distance. The civilian version of the taser, I don't remember the exact footage, but the probes come out, so there is a standoff distance, so that you have an opportunity not to be close to them, and it gives you a window of opportunity to escape. You know, to call the police or what have you. But in Wisconsin, to carry that electronic control device, you need a CCW permit, the way our law is written. But yes, there are alternatives. That's one of them. Another one, not as effective, would be pepper spray. So that's out there as well. I
own that, but I know the statistics say oftentimes that can be turned against you.
Yeah, and I think that's the tricky part about it. A lot of women, their first thought as it relates to carrying a weapon is going to be concerned about it being turned on them, just like a taser or pepper spray, but also children in the home and having, I mean, because there are so many accidental shootings. And do you get into that? How to safely have a weapon in the house, especially if there are children present?
Absolutely. We'll talk about that a little bit on Thursday at our seminar. We get more in depth in it with our CCW certification class, but we provide ideas on methods to store your firearms so that it is accessible to you, but yet it's secure from your children if you have children in the home or children visiting, and, you know, talk about methods to do that. Other things that we talk about are family safety plans, you know, things to think about to have that in place if you have children, or maybe, you know, if you have an adult that you're caring for that's suffering from dementia or something like that, what steps do you need to take to have that firearm safe but accessible? So there's definitely options for that.
Yeah, even during the break you said there are things that can recognize your fingerprints, you know, such things like that, so it truly is safe. Can you carry a firearm concealed anywhere? Because I feel like most places you go in public do have the sign up that says no firearms.
You're correct. you can't carry a firearm anywhere you go. Private companies, private businesses, private homeowners even can post their buildings so that you can't bring your firearm in there even if you have your CCW permit.
Okay.
Other places where you can never carry, federal property, schools, K through 12 schools. Of course, we can't bring firearms into schools or on school property. There's, you know, different laws pertaining to that. But there's a whole different set of instruction on this. This is where you can't carry a gun. This is what you need to know. This is what you need to do if, let's say you're out running errands, you carry concealed, and it's time to pick your kids up from school.
Yeah.
What do I do? Do I have to go home and take my gun all the way back to my house, or is there can I unload it and store it in a certain method so I can pick up my kids?
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Very good information, and I know the event is coming up, so we want to make sure everyone knows how they can attend Women and Guns. It's Thursday the 13th. This is Thursday, 5:30 to 6:45 at the Metropolitan Builders Association, which is right on Stone Ridge Drive in Waukesha. Now, here's how you can register. The cost is just $25. You can make a reservation by calling or emailing. The phone number to call is on your screen. It's 262-436-1122, and that's how they prefer that you make your reservation. Otherwise, you can visit the website, which is mbawomenscouncil.com, for more information on this unique opportunity. Thanks so much for being here, and I think it's a great educational opportunity for all of us.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Thanks to both of you.
Smart class.